Welcome back to the Anfield Exchange. I'm fresh back from the parade, back making videos, and as you can tell, my voice, it's still not over, but we've just had Jeremie Frimpong, and he's just done his first interview for Liverpool Football Club. So I'm going to be reacting to it in this video, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Firstly, Jeremie, welcome to Liverpool. Congratulations. How does it feel to be here?
Thank you. It's a pleasure, I'm playing for Liverpool, Like, what more can I say? My whole family's excited for me. My girlfriend, so yeah, I'm happy, man. Blessed.
Talk us through the process. Seems like it's gone quite smoothly.
He looks a bit nervous on this video,
so,
to be fair. He doesn't look comfortable in front of a camera.
I think it went quite easy, Obviously, Liverpool came and they said they had interest. And obviously, for me, it was a no-brainer, For me, it was like, whatever you guys do, just get this done. My agents, just get this done.
See, I like to see that. I like just get it done, speaking to his agents. And we like to have players at Liverpool who want to play for Liverpool.
And yeah, like you said, they went quite smooth. There was no problems. I'd say I'm very fast, explosive, up and down.
You've told the story in the past that you wanted to join Liverpool when you were a lot younger, and it just didn't quite come about at that time. But was it something that stuck in the back of your mind that the opportunity might come up one day?
Of course. You always want to play for the top teams. As a footballer, as a kid. So of course, when I was younger, and Liverpool first came, that was a no-brainer as well. But due to transportation and all these sort of things, I had to go a different way. And now, look at me now. So. It's worked really well.
See, so we've already heard the stories about that, how obviously he wanted to play for Liverpool, but at the time none of his family were driving, so that's the reason he ended up at Man City as a kid.
You obviously know a few of the lads already from the Netherlands, Virgil, Ryan and Cody. Have you learned anything from them already about what you might be able to expect at Liverpool?
Yeah, of course, I've had a few conversations with them. Virgil, he's called me, he just told me a little bit more about Liverpool, and the expectations and all the type of things, and made me feel like the guys are gonna welcome me good, So that's what I expect from Virgil, how he's in national team. He's a big character, captain. So yeah, he told me good things.
Yeah, that's exactly what a captain should be doing. Virgil van Dijk just sort of giving him a heads up about what the expectations are at Anfield.
We saw you practicing your scouts a little bit a few months ago as well with the clip online. Did you see any of the reaction from Liverpool fans?
I didn't know I was going to go that viral, For me, it was literally just, obviously, Ryan plays for Liverpool. And obviously, Liverpool is scouts. So obviously, I just did that. I don't think it was going to blow up like this. But yeah, it was funny, man. I appreciate the support. And so, yeah.
You've experienced Anfield already because you're here with Leverkusen in November. The result didn't go your team.
It reminds me a little bit like an excited little kid, but he's. I mean, look, we know how much of we know he's a Liverpool fan. We know that his dream was to play for Liverpool, and you can tell in this video he looks excited and he looks like he can't wait to obviously get onto the pitch and play in front of the fans.
The whole package is great, So yeah.
You mentioned the team give us the outside. We're obviously biased. Give us the outside perspective of the quality that team had that you came up against.
I feel already. Like I don't even need to say too much about the quality. Yeah, just won the league. So for me, it's playing against Liverpool when I was in Leverkusen. Really difficult. Really difficult. How can I say Obviously, Leverkusen, we're still good, but, you can see that Liverpool is next level, So yeah.
I love that. I love that he sees Liverpool as a next level up to playing for Leverkusen. Because ultimately we're the biggest team in England.
You've had an interesting path through life. You're obviously born in Amsterdam. You're coming over here now from Germany, but you spent a long time in England, so presumably that's going to make things a lot easier in terms of settling in. The language, the culture. That should make things easier.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I was born in Amsterdam, but I was raised
pause it there. I think that's another good aspect as well. Obviously, he is English and he classes as a homegrown player for Liverpool, but he's also had the experience of playing in other countries as well. So obviously Celtic, I think he won the league with Celtic and going over to Germany as well. yes, he's English and he's homegrown, but he's got experiences of other leagues as well, and I think that's only a positive.
England, so yeah, of course I know the culture. Yeah, I think I'm gonna settle in good.
So you explained in an interview once, just before you went to, or after you went to Celtic, that your brother had to give you a little push to get you out of your comfort zone. How have you changed over the last few years? Now you've won league titles in 2 countries. You've had an invincible Bundesliga season. Have you changed? Has that mindset changed for you?
100%. I was immature back then. I was still a kid. I was just thinking about leaving my friends. That was more important to me at that point. Because obviously I grew up with them, went to school with them. So for me, it was like, oh, I'm not gonna see them now. Yeah, but that was my brother. All he gave me was a wake up call. And it was needed 100% because I really did want to turn that day. But then obviously my brother was like, okay, cool, listen, it's your chance now.
Just pause it again. So I think that for me speaks volumes about the people he's got around him. That he's, because we've all been through it when, say, I don't know, we're leaving school and we're going on to college and you still want to stay with your mates and do everything with your mates. But the fact that he's got his brother who is pushing him and believing in his ability and pushing him to give football 100% of his effort and leave his friends behind, it's not easy, but also it's got him to where he is today. And I think, I don't want to talk about Trent, but it seems to be a far cry from Frimpong's brother to Trent's brother, and obviously Frimpong's brother has helped bring him along, and yeah, it's fantastic that he's surrounded by people like that.
You have to show them, so yeah, and now I'm here. Yeah, of course that mindset's changed 100%.
And you're obviously joining a team of winners, the new Premier League champions. Is your expectancy that this winning can continue and you can add to that with Liverpool?
For me, everywhere I've been, I've always won things, and it's always been the League Cups and the league, So I've always won trebles. So yes, I want to win trebles. I want to win trophies. I play football to win trophies, So I want to win as much trophies as possible. So yes.
See, I think that's fantastic as well. Is we've brought somebody in with a winning mentality who's coming in and expecting to win with Liverpool, because as fans that's what we all expect as well, and it can only benefit the team and the squad and the club in a whole to bring in winners, basically.
Have you had a chance to see any of the scenes over the last few weeks at Liverpool? Obviously winning the league and then getting the trophy and then the parade on Monday as well.
Yeah, of course. I seen that on when that was happening. I was on holiday, So obviously I seen it on social media. Amazing. I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that 100%.
And again, just to touch on that point, so obviously he's had experience and he's won things with other clubs. He knows what winning feels like, and he knows that he wants to keep doing that. A lot of the time, you can be in a team and not winning anything, and you don't realise how much you want to win until you've actually won something.
It's the best feeling as a football player, I think.
Have you had a chance to speak to Arnie yet, and what has he said that he expects from you coming to Liverpool?
Yeah, I spoke to the manager a few times. Sounds very, very positive, He says I can bring a lot of energy, and my qualities, my speed. So especially when a manager is talking positively about you, it gives you a very good confidence, that he believes in you. So yeah, I've had good conversations with him.
You probably knew him better than we did before he came to Liverpool with his time in the Eredivisie. How much are you looking forward specifically to working with him? Is that something that excites you?
Yeah, 100%. I'm really excited, Even when I was at national team, some of the Feyenoord boys would tell me about him, and be like, oh yeah, he's the best coach I've ever had, things like this, So I've always heard good things about the coach, And yeah, so now, obviously, he's going to be my coach. So yeah, I'm excited for that week.
And Mo Salah is going to be one of your teammates. He's obviously had one of the great individual seasons this season.
Yeah, for me, it's like playing with world-class players, is as a footballer, it's a great feeling, it's a privilege, like, rah, I'm going to be next to Mo Salah, not just him, the whole Liverpool squad, just Liverpool in general. This is a privilege, a blessing, that I can be part of it, But I can't wait to link up with him. Hopefully we link up good, But yeah, I'm excited for these things, 100%.
Again, just just a kid who sort of is living his dream, playing alongside Mo Salah and the likes of Van Dijk and McAllister and players like that.
You're still only 24, but you've packed a lot in already, as we touched on. But do you think there's room for improvement? Do you see areas where you can get better while you're at Liverpool?
He's certainly getting a lot more confident as the interview goes on.
Always, there's never a day go past where I don't think I can improve. I feel like improving is part of football. You know, never stay comfortable, never stay complacent. You know, there's always room to improve and to do more as well. You know, so 100%.
I mean, again, that's quite cliche, but I like that. The fact that he understands that you are always learning as a footballer. You never have a finished product, but yeah, he's clued up enough to know that and understand that.
And looking forward, what would you like to achieve here if we were sat here in 5 years' time? What would you hope and love to have happened?
Look at my tablet and be like, yeah, I won this trophy, you know. Yeah, and then speak to like my family and my friends, my teammates about it. We've had a good 5 years, you know. Yeah, things like that.
Again, talking about winning.
Message to the fans. Liverpool fans will be very excited to see this when it finally goes out. What would you say to them now that you're a Liverpool player?
The Liverpool fans, I'm gonna give my all, my energy, my work rate, and hopefully we can win together. We celebrate together. We do everything together. Yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Thank you guys for accepting me, and I won't let you guys down, and I'll give you the energy that you guys want.
Good luck. Thank you, mate.
Good.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Again, just emphasising with the fans that he's going to give everything for this club, and that's the bare minimum you expect from a football player. Again, I don't want to touch on the Trent thing, but I sort of have to because Frimpong's coming in to replace Trent, and just that mindset. It's fresh having that mindset from our new right back that he is going to cover every inch of grass, every blade of grass on the pitch, and he's going to give 100% on the pitch. I'm not saying Trent never did that, but at times it felt like he wasn't giving everything he had. But just the fact that Jeremie Frimpong there is that's his message to the fans, that he's going to give everything to Liverpool Football Club. I think that was a great interview. There was nothing sort of exceptional. There was nothing sort of unique. But I think the main sort of thing to take from that interview was that we've brought a guy in. Look, we've just took 10 million for Trent Alexander Arnold, and we've spent 30 million on Jeremie Frimpong. We've effectively spent 20 million on him to replace Trent, and he's coming in with that winning mentality. Which, like I say, it's only going to benefit Liverpool as a club going forward. The more winners you have in your team, the more likely you are to ultimately go on and win things. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with that interview. I've said on a few videos that obviously I'm not sold on the Frimpong thing yet. I'm still not there. I'll have to wait and see how he performs and whatnot. But I think the main thing is that I do trust Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes and everyone at Liverpool. I do trust that we're bringing in the right players, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But look, the early signs are positive. I think it's fantastic that we've replaced Trent so quickly. Obviously, on the day that Trent leaves, we're giving an interview to Jeremie Frimpong. That might be a little bit of a dagger to the heart of Trent, but who cares? It doesn't matter. But yeah, Jeremie Frimpong, Liverpool's new right back. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know if you've watched that before. That was the first time I've watched it. So obviously I'm reacting to it, and I didn't really know what to expect, but I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with what I've seen there, and like I say, we've got a player that's got a winning mentality, and he's coming to Liverpool to win things, not just to be a part of the squad. He looks like he's going to be a key member of the squad, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll see you on the next one.